Today, I am going to teach you how to trap a monster. Now, it does require that we have a few different materials. I'm going to go over those right now. Mega potions, once you start getting into the high rank areas, those are always good to have. There's a Pookie Pookie on the loose right now, so that's why I have the antidote. I have a shock trap, which you can only have one of. Got 8 trank bombs. You only really need 2 of those, but you never know. 10 rations, always good to have those. A pitfall trap, and then some stuff I've picked up since I've been out here. I do want to ask if you are giving this a watch and you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do that if you want to stay up to date on all my latest videos and posts. I do make a point to try and post at least once a week. Thursday is my goal. Recently I have had quite a bit going on, so I've been doing more live feeds than anything. But I am working on a Star Wars theory of mine, which I really enjoy. So expect that to come in the future. But yeah, right now I'm actually working on a mystery quest. Because I'm supposed to be finding... See, like, let's... Source Center... See if it's in the Hunter's notes. No. I don't know where you can go to see your quests. I haven't been playing this game that much. Like I said, I've had quite a few things going on recently. But you don't want to hear about that. Essentially, I'm at a point in the game where I'm supposed to go and investigate a monster. But the thing is, there's like no clue anywhere. I mean, like, look at this map. So here's level 1. Here's level 2. And here's level 3. And that is not the monster I need to investigate, nor the one that I need to catch. So, there is something right here. I'm gonna go to that exclamation point now that I see it. That was the wrong way. I don't know why they guided me to jump off. It's not real tricky to catch monsters in this game, honestly. Why do I have a feeling they're not? I want to talk to these guys. I haven't seen them before. Just talk to me? No? Can I... Can't catch them. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with them. That is the Pookie Pookie. He's going to leave the area soon. What you want, bro?
素晴らしい。 Yeah.
Sorry, I got a little distracted there. Ooh, god bugs. Don't see those too often. Alright. So I thought that was a clue. I guess not. The goal for today is to end my incredibly low hunter rank of 11. Not really enjoying it being so low. But I've been trying to compile a list of QOL improvements that I have noticed from this game. I guess changes that I've noticed in this game from the other ones. And I've got a little bit of one going on. Considering the first game I played where you can mount the monsters, that's one improvement right there, is like the mounting mechanic in this game is so much better than what it was in Monster Hunter World Ultimate, or Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Uh, there wasn't really much of a choice for you to get flung off there. What is going on here? I do not understand. Uh, so you get thrown off in this game. I mean, so like my issue was back in the day. I was a big fan, huge fan of Shadow of the Colossus. Oh, where's the Rathian skill? That's what I'm looking for. That's not it. The mushroom. And I just thought there's no reason why it, like the mechanics of mounting weren't more like that, where you could hold on, you could struggle, kind of like you were riding a bull at a country club or something like that, you know? So, so this must be a different type of Rathian, because it's telling me to go find a question mark Rathian, and now I'm finding a scale, and I'm getting points for it, and it's actually the little flower icon. So that is, I'm digging this. Cool. Um, yeah, I mean, it just makes sense. If you're gonna mount a giant being, and you're a total badass, and you can wield swords and weapons big enough to, oh, interrupt a giant monster's attack that's trying to eat you, then why couldn't you hang on a little bit longer? Just never made sense to me. So they've got this nifty little thing now where you can kind of, I don't know, it's like a grappling hook kind of deal where you can just like grapple yourself back onto it and then continue doing damage. And that's really nice. Because you get thrown off, not only do you take damage, but you also gotta get yourself in position again to gotta get yourself in position again to mount it, to jump on it, which means you have to maneuver it across, the area, and then maybe it gets distracted and runs off because you've done enough damage to it. It's just really annoying. Whereas in this game, you hit circle, pull yourself back onto it. Kind of like that. It's really nice. Another thing I like is you don't use your item pouch to collect materials for making armor and weapons anymore. That's fantastic. It's only for materials that you can craft, which I love. Because there's like a separate pouch that never gets full. You never have to worry about dropping materials that you absolutely need. Because you need every single material. Like, you don't think you do, but you use just about every type of uh, item that you can craft. Like, I have a very small list right now, but I can show you which ones I've used in previous games once I get into, like, late game. Obviously, you're not going to need potions too much, but if you're on a mission where you know you're going to be losing a lot of health, you definitely always want it. First aid meds are okay. Again, it just boils down to, do you need the health items? Because you're going to take that much damage. Nutrients, I don't use so much. But max potion, that's always nice. What else we got here? Catalyst you use to make just about anything. I never really used immunizer. Ancient potions, yes. Yes to the life powder. That's really nice. Cool drink is useful if you're fighting like a cold thing or in like an area where it's really cold. Demon drug is nice because that boosts your attack. Mega demon drug still boosts your attack. Boosts your attack in a cloud for like a party. Armor skin is good because, maybe you just don't want to take as much damage or have a little bit more defense. And that's what this does as well. Barrel bombs are really nice. It's a nice way to... So you can only have like one of each, I believe. But you can set a bunch of them up like in front of a sleeping monster and wake them up that way. I typically use more like Farcasters more often, but I don't know. I haven't really had a need for it. I mean, we have the our bird things. The only thing is you can use a Farcaster in a battle. You can't use your quick travel option when you're in the battle. That's really just so that the monster can't see you. That poison stuff. These are actually really cool. I haven't made those in the past. I'm expecting a call from someone. Yes, just a moment. Okay, I am back. So these things are actually pretty useful. Dung pods make the monster you're fighting run away. Screamer pods, they interrupt some monsters' attacks, and flash pods, well, those just stun everything. I should actually make more of those. You only need flash bugs to make them? I think I got a lot of those. Here we go. Poison meat. I've actually never used this, but it sounds alright. I don't know. I'll actually give that a try and let you know what I think about it. The thing about putting monsters to sleep, like that's what you have to do to capture them, to trap them. So whenever you use the sleep bomb or the drugged meat, you want to make sure that you have the skull icon for whatever it is you're fighting. That's very important. Well, you won't have it, but the skull icon will appear. It's like a little flashy icon of a skull. Well, I thought these things had caught on to the scent. Oh, I'm not fighting a Rathian, I'm fighting a Rathalos. This should be fun. Let's just go over here. So it appears that I am in its nest. So we got some scales over here. And a footprint over here. And some scratch marks, which I'm gonna scrape for some reason over here. They seem to have caught onto its trail. Let's go. So, a lot of my friends that I play with give me crap because I spam the hell out of my tracking. But I find that the more you track, the more likely it is that your scout flies will be able to find it without you having to, you know, well, these are Anjanath. Put very much effort into going to find the monster, which for me, that was always my biggest issue. That's another great QOL improvement that I have seen with this game. The scout flies. Yeah, it's like a direct path where you're supposed to go, but you actually have to level it up. It's not like they're just giving it to you, right? I think you gotta get it to like level 2 or like almost to level 3, I don't know. I need to empty my blue mushrooms. I always recommend having some poison with you, because with these, like the Rathian and the Rathalos, their tails are poison. Like, they're very poisonous. So, poison in this game doesn't actually, like, destroy your health like it used to, but it's still just as meddlesome if you've got a giant monster, like, attacking you and also poisoning you. So I'm rocking a, it was like a grade 5 switch axe with a poison file. So like if you look over here under my health and endurance meter, you'll notice there's like a little sword looking thing. Whenever that meter fills up, I can attack stuff and it will poison whatever I'm attacking. And I can attack stuff when it's not full, it just won't poison them. Uh-oh. Did we find it? I hear music. Nah, I just pissed off. level stuff. Oh, it's my buddy! That's awesome. So, another thing you'll find while you're playing this game is they're gonna be like little... Yes! You'll find like little like paw prints or uh, just like drawings of cats. You can track those too, and you want to track the hell out of those. Like, look at as many of those as you possibly can, because it has something to do with your cat being able to tame monsters, which you wouldn't think would be very handy or useful, but it totally is. You always want to grab Ivy when you see it. That is actually another improvement that I really enjoy in this game. Something that I think is just a fantastic improvement is I was a little perturbed by it at first, but whenever you're doing the lower ranked hunting missions, you don't get the option for as many weapons and armor, which at first you're just like, I don't know, that really threw me off, but now that I think about it, it makes sense. Because guess what? Now I'm like, this armor set that I have, I essentially bought like the first night, like when I first got the game. So I'm still using my same armor set, and now I'm to the high rank missions where I'm actually thinking about, I could, I could, uh, I could splurge a little bit and get myself a nice set, you know? I mean, I've been playing a lot with like the weapon mechanics, so I don't have any money to do that, but seriously? These things attack me? What are they? So I have no idea what just happened, but I obviously do not need to try and be peaceful with those things. Good to know. Maybe they worship the Rathian or Rathalos. Not paying with money. Let me at least deposit all my items. All right. Well, I'm just gonna stock up on everything. Have some energy drink. Just doing a mount. What else I'll need that for? totally not what I meant to do. Hmm. Alright, let's go back to crafting some stuff. Nice. Cool. Yeah, I'm listening, Vader. Lord Vader. I know I've got a terrible Palpatine impression, but, you know. Nobody has to know. Speaking of which, I heard today that Kathleen Kennedy, maybe it wasn't today, but I mean I heard today, confirmed that the writers of the HBO Game of Thrones series is going to be working on their own movie series for Star Wars. The writers. And that is just fantastic because the movie, like the the Game of Thrones TV show is nothing like the books. I mean, in some ways it is. Other ways not so much. But it's still a fantastic TV show to watch. I still enjoy watching it. I still want to watch it. I'm just waiting for Martin to come out with the Winds of Winter before I, move on to season 5, which everyone says that I should just skip to now, but I don't know. Anyways, I'm really looking forward to that because like this is happening whether we want it to or not, whether we like it or not, so we can enjoy what we got, what we're getting. And honestly, before episode 7 came out, the last time that we got a Star Wars movie was Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith. And the last thing that we heard, the last thing that we knew about Star Wars was that there was no more. There was never going to be any more Star Wars. Right? That's not at least movie-wise. So George Lucas did the right thing. I mean, the dude has been literally like that's his life's work. That's all he's done his entire life. Now, being a writer myself, I can understand that. I mean, I've spent the last 9, not 9. I mean, a total. If we're counting like total hours, I've probably spent like ooh, hello. Hang on. Hold that thought. I will get right back to you. We're talking about George Lucas and his only work being Star Wars and how he wants to do something else. Because, oh god, oh god, oh god. No. Oh, oh. Whoa. Almost. Whew. You a fast dragon. Oh. Damn! Okay, so in my spare time, when I'm not working on my YouTube channel, or, ah, fainted, uh, any of the other hobbies that I have, I've been working on a comic with a buddy of mine. I guess I should say in our spare time. And we met in 2009 and started doing this in 2009. And my point is, I'm really passionate about that story. I love that story a lot. However, I've got like 3 or 4 other stories that I want to develop. So what would make sense for me to do is develop a system, right, of information for there to be a concise way to tell this story. Create a mythos wherein anyone can refer to this and understand that this is canonically how to tell the story, and this is what you should do. And then let them do it. Find someone else and let them take over. Let them take the reins. And just hope that they will treat your work with respect and dignity. And I feel like Disney's done a pretty damn good job at that. You know? Um, Now, another thing that I want to say is they really couldn't have picked a better person to do The Last Jedi. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't have its issues, because I do have an issue with there not being any progression uh, for Rey. I mean, that's kind of the point of the second Star Wars movie, though, as well, in any trilogy of Star Wars. You know? Uh, Episode 2 ended on a down note. It ended with you knowing that the Sith created an army and then gave it to the Jedi. Like, how is that good at all? It's just like, hey guys, like we figured out that there really was a Sith, and then on top of that, the Sith created an army and gave it to their number one enemy. Like, would you trust someone that created an army and gave it to you? I wouldn't. I mean, and the Jedi didn't, or they shouldn't have. I know Yoda didn't trust it. He didn't trust the... I mean, there were some clones that deactivated their chips that made them execute Order 66. But, I mean... I'm getting a little off topic here. My point is, I love what Disney's doing with Star Wars. Now, is it perfect? No. It's definitely got its kinks. And you know what? We haven't seen the end of the hard times, because on top of Episode 8 ending on the down note that, okay, Luke is dead, Rey still knows jack about the Force. In our reality, outside of the Star Wars canon, Carrie Fisher died. I mean, how much more of a down note could there be? Because now they're going to have to find a way to remove Leia from the canon. And that's going to affect the story for Episode 8. I mean, it happened with The Matrix. I mean, The Matrix had it bad. The Wachowskis. I'm going to say the Wachowski siblings. They had some trouble. I mean, first, Aaliyah died, and she was supposed to be Niobe. Like, Niobe had such a bigger role than what Jada Pinkett Smith got to do, which in and of itself was pretty disappointing because she's such a brilliant and talented actress. But then, after they finally got that situation handled, uh, the Oracle died. So they had to start over again. And they handled that pretty good too. But my point is, there's still some challenges for them to get over, you know. But hey, I think it's fantastic. I love it. I love it because we're gonna get, just like the Marvel universe, a new Star Wars movie once a year for as long as Disney's around, which, from what I can tell, is gonna be for a while. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I like it. And yes, there were all kinds of Easter eggs and homages to the original trilogy, but like, shouldn't there be? You know, Star Wars to me was always about a boy and his droid. Always. And Kevin Smith hit the nail on the head for me. If you haven't watched his review for the movie, it's pretty good. I enjoy it. I watched it like 2 or 3 times, and there was just that scene where Luke was on the Falcon, and he went and got Han's dice, and R2 was like, "Hey, Luke, bro, we need you," and he was just like, "No, I can't. I'm not gonna." And then what did R2 do? The one thing that got him into this mess in the beginning of all of it, he showed him Leia's message. Now I didn't tear up like Kevin Smith did, but I imagine if I was in a theater that I saw it in whenever I was a child. Okay, I did tear up a little bit. I didn't cry though. All right. But if I had gone and seen it in the theater, or a similar theater that I had seen that movie in the first time I saw it in theaters, because they re-released it in the 90s, and that was when I got to see it in theaters, I probably would have teared up too. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I would have been crying too. It was a very moving, like, moment, because this entire story, this entire saga, up to this point, all started because R2 decided to play that little message. Is this a different one? I think this is a different one. Oh my. It's a different color for sure. Yes! Ooh. That bastage is no fun. I definitely need to get some armor. Okay, none of these meals are gonna give me anything now, because I died twice. So here we are, seeing Luke, I don't want to say broken, but I mean, really he was broken, and I can really relate to him, the way he feels about his teachings and the Jedi Order and what he was supposed to be doing. Like, his family, not only are they force, like, abnormally strong with the Force, which we know, at least in the EU, was due to Palpatine and Plagueis toying with midichlorians and the Force to create a child of the Force. Uh, so it's like in his genetics, it's part of who he is. And he failed. Not just Ben, but his family, the galaxy, the legacy that his family is responsible for upholding. And he was just real disenfranchised with the Jedi overall and the Force and all of it. And R2 is just asking him for help, and like no one can help him. No one can help him but Luke. Like no one can help Luke but Luke. And that's what he was doing at the end. When Rey showed up and gave him the lightsaber, he was about to give himself to the Force. He was having his last moment. That's why he threw that lightsaber. That's why he tossed it. Like, that's why he called it a laser sword. Because it was this magical, wonderful, fantastic world that he was drawn into. And he was part of. And it turned out like he thought he didn't do the right thing, which I feel like he did do the right thing, because him, well, first of all, the Sith ended with Vader. Like when Vader died, the last Sith died. So that's that, right? But which means Anakin was the one to bring balance to the Force, right? Because like, look at the Force, kind of like the analogy of your cup being half empty or half full. Well, if you pour that water into a bunch of different cups, then each of those cups is going to have a piece or a portion of that water. It's similar to that, where each Force user in the galaxy, Force sensitive Force user, has a set amount. And oh, there it goes. So there's like a set amount of Force users in the galaxy, right? So like whenever Vader took Palpatine out, there were only a couple of Force users around. And that was the balance. The balance was removing the Sith so that there were just the two. It was tearing down the rule of two and making it so that the Force wasn't owned by anyone. Not the Jedi or the Sith. I mean, I guess there's like Luke, right? But so Vader brought the balance, but as far as Luke is concerned, he could still be just banging his head against a wall, trying to figure out if Vader was really the chosen one or if Obi-Wan was. I mean, not Obi-Wan, or if Luke was, right? Because like Yoda and Obi-Wan both thought that Luke was. And we know that because whenever Obi-Wan fought Maul in Rebels, told Maul that he was guarding the Chosen One. I have like no health to fight this thing. It's really frustrating. Boy. Oh great, more optional quests. And there's no Rathalos. Wonderful. On that note, I'm gonna return from my expedition. Hopefully I can go get a quest wherein I can make some money, give me a little bit of an upgrade for my armor. But yeah, I'm kind of a big Star Wars nerd. I really enjoy Star Wars, and it's okay if you don't like the new movies. Like that's okay. You don't have to. But that doesn't mean that you have to disparage everyone else's experience or even dislike anyone for enjoying the new movies. Kylo Ren. Don't you want to know why he's Kylo Ren and where the Knights of Ren are? Like, why did he take on the name Ren? What significance does that have? We haven't gotten any information about that. The only thing that we've gotten is that him and Rey have a Force bond, which is significant to me because I think they're actually telling the story of Bastila and Revan. I think Kylo is Revan. I mean, the mask has similarities. Rey's got some pretty big similarities to Bastila. Just a moment. Okay. Think about this though. When we meet Revan, he's completely tabula rasa. Like, doesn't know anything about anything. Right? Like, what does that tell us? That tells us... Give me a second. Okay. Anyways, he didn't know nothing about nothing. Doesn't know who he is. Doesn't even know about the Force. I mean, the entire, like, it's as if, like, take this, not the setting, right, but just the story of Final Fantasy X, and put that into Star Wars, and Revan is Titus, or Titus, however you want to say his name. He's either one of those. So I am not going to do this egg hunt with the Rathalos that they want me to deal with. What? Zora Magdaros optional quest has been unlocked. Yeah. And I was just looking for an optional quest to make me some money. Okay. My point is, Rey doesn't know who she is. She doesn't know what's what. She's heard like legends about the Force, but doesn't really know more than that. I mean, think about it. Yeah, there's a lot of similarities between her and Bastila, but there's also some similarities to her and Revan, whether you like it or not. Which is one thing that I don't understand about all these people raging. Like, okay, first of all, the entire reason why they decided to I will get to a point where I am going to talk about capturing monsters, but I'm pretty far from that, and I don't have any more things to really talk about with Monster Hunter. I like the mounting mechanic; it's fantastic. I like the tracking mechanic, you know, with the scout flies. That's really awesome. I like the weapon mechanic where, excuse me, we don't necessarily have to worry too much about having a variety of weapons at the, you know, early on in the game in armor. But beyond that, I mean, I can't think of any other ones at this moment. Alright. This is awesome. I like the item management. That's another good improvement that I have seen from the previous games. Palico buddies, that's always good. Can't go wrong with Palicos. I like that you don't have to make pickaxes, actually. You used to have to make pickaxes. You'd have to gather material to make, like, golden pickaxes. And there were, like, random points where your mining outcrops would disappear. Even if you had only, like, mined an outcrop, like, hit it twice, you didn't get all of it. Like, so that's nice. And then, yeah, having less diversity of the armor and weapons in the beginning, opening that up once you get to, like, the higher ranked quests, that was a good choice. Good decision. Where am I going here? Right here. I have some life powder. I didn't bring life powder. Ooh! Damn! What the hell? That was with some elemental res. See if I can. No. I want to change your equipment. I don't need this stuff right now because I obviously can't catch this thing. There's a reorganize all this stuff. Hush your face, people. What is this crap? Oh wait, I'm doing the wrong thing. Alright. Well.
ルギガンテが退却しました。
よし、ひとまずの難はしのいだ。作戦を続行するぞ。
マグダラオスが養殖状態に体制変更。再び進行を開始しました。気をつけて。
前で迎え撃つぞ。ハンターたちは耐熱機関を破壊し、奴の体力を減らせ。
Really? Are you fucking kidding me? Should have paid attention. Ooh. Now that. Something I'm going to be using more of. Trying to get to this thing's head, because I was talking to someone yesterday, and they were saying that you can get on top of its head and break like a gem off or something. So god. Alright, just attack anywhere. That was a fucking waste. man. That was a fail sauce. Yep. Looks like I need some hardcore fire resistance.
相棒、不思議な痕跡を探しましょう。あちこち行ってみるんです。探索とかフリークエストとか。
どう元気？
Well, that's what you get for using the same armor set until you get to, Hunter rank 11. And spend all your money on weapons. Just one, actually. Two. There will be more of those quests, hopefully. Let's just go do all these optional ones so I can get awesome. Capture a Yaku. That should be easy enough. I only get like 2,520 for it, but it's better than nothing. Chef in this game is awesome, by the way. He's like, if Guts were a Palico, I feel like he would be the chef. Back to my Star Wars topic. Yeah, I don't understand why there's so much discord between the community right now. I mean, they're using a lot. They're drawing on a lot from the EU. The thing is, in the EU... Oh, nice. Sorry. More, messaging stuff. Alright. Departing now. So we did not end my low hunter rank this sesh, but I feel like we still made some progress. And that's what's important. I found out the mystery monster that I was supposed to be investigating, which means I know where I need to go to get more information to finish the investigation. I guess it's not complete until I've gotten the meter full up for it. And I get to show y'all
このクエ
how
ス
to
トは
trap a
モンスターの
monster.
捕獲が目的です。討伐は失敗となりますので注意して
Reminds
く
me I
ださ
need
い。
to change my items. Again. There we go. Nice.
うん
It's always nice. I'm gonna do some well done steak, cause y'all are awesome. And y'all deserve to see something awesome take place, you know. Cause what I just did wasn't awesome. Not as awesome as I could be. Mandragora. Cool. Need to look out for that. Alright, so our objective is to catch a Kuliaku. And there's a Rathian and a Baroth in our midst. Oh joy. Kuliaku! Excuse me. Just getting some Kelly stuff. There we go. Trying to get some horns. I don't get enough of those. If I remember correctly, I'm going the wrong direction for a Kuliaku. I think that's one over there though. So we're just gonna go straight for it. Oh yeah. It's running already, so that's a good sign. Got lucky I'm hunting a Kuliaku, because I do need some meat. God bug. You know what? Okay. Sneaking up on those birds. Figure out how to catch one, let me know, please. And my worst fear is realized. The Baroth is messing with me while I try to get the Kuliyaku. And now it's running off in the direction where I'm very positively sure I'm going to fight a Diablos. So I might not be able to do anything cool today. This thing will stop running around. Look nice next to a side of mashed potatoes and a biscuit. Oh, it's starting to look pretty rough. So if you look on the map there's like the weird U thing that's next to my triangle character person. I need to sharpen. That's gonna have a little skull icon whenever it's ready to be caught. And I finished sharpening before it attacked. There it is. It's ready. The problem now is if I drop the trap, it's gonna run off. Watch. See? So what you want to do is you want to let it go to the next area. It's gonna go to sleep once it gets to that next area. And then you want to drop the trap literally right on top of it as it sleeps. And then drop your sleep bombs. Looks like it's eating. We're gonna drop the trap now. And there you have it. That is how you catch any monster. So
報酬は普段よりも多くもら
that
え
will
ますよ
actually conclude my video today. Just want to ask you to hit that subscribe button if you want to see any more videos. You can follow me on Twitter, hit me up on Facebook, or I have a Discord server. All those links for my social media are going to be listed below there. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Or, as they say, smash that like button. Alrighty. I've been JD the Ender, and y'all have been fantastic.